Hello everybody, Dayton Cahill here from Speed and Power. You join me here at the Vancouver Convention Centre in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where we are about to embark on a wonderful adventure at the 2025 Vancouver International Auto Show. Those who remember last year's expedition, welcome back. For the first time viewers, welcome to the channel. This is going to be quite the event, so come on, we'll have fun. This is the 2025 Lincoln Nautilus with a starting price of $62,595.
It's honestly like
and you'll
not
notice
worst.
the door handles are kind of different. They're not mounted here on the door. Instead, they're mounted on the bottom of the window frame. With the button here, you push, and then automatically pops the door lock. The first thing you notice when you climb inside, not only are these I believe these are not stainless steel, but they're nice and shiny speakers up here and here in the door frame. But the first thing you notice when you climb inside is the unusual shape of the steering wheel. It is not a completely circular. Instead, it's more of an oval shape.
Look, it says Nautilus there.
And the one thing you really do notice is the fact that this is a screen all the way around. You probably noticed when the Nautilus logo was being shown.
So, getting in here. Oh, it's actually kind of comfy. I just feel like I get distracted by this because like I have ADHD, if you couldn't already tell. It's honestly, it's nice and simple. I kind of like it.
This is a 1993 Ferrari 512 TR, known simply as the Ferrari Testarossa, one of my personal favorite model Ferraris from the 1990s. You gotta love those pop-up headlights. And right next to it is the 1974 Ferrari Dino 246 GTS, the GTS, of course, being the Targa Top variant. This is the Project Scorpion, envisioned and built right here in the province of British Columbia. It features a 3-liter straight-six dual overhead cam 24-valve engine that is manufactured by BMW, producing 225 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, and featuring a chassis, of course, from a BMW E36. The project, of course, was headed by Hartley Valeros with bodywork by Billy Chan. Take a look at that. There's something you don't see every day. This is the Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600, featuring a beige, almost like an espresso, like a light espresso kind of tone, with a what looks like a dark gray, almost a black. But what the wheels? Why? Okay,
It's
sorry.
cool. It's cool.
I'm sorry, but
It's like I'm just wondering how you change it because like
that's obviously like one whole piece. How does one remove it?
But it's cool.
It is cool.
It's
I really like this. This is a 1974 Ford Bronco powered by a 2017 Generation 2 Coyote 5.0 crate engine that's featured in the Mustangs, paired with a 2012 6R80 6-speed automatic transmission with a manual shift gate and controlled by a US shift transmission controller. 420 horsepower of cutting-edge performance and reliability. Wild, take a look at this color for one thing.
I love that. Why don't we do engines like that now, where we make them look nice and not like trash?
Like not from the factory. Take a look at the interior as well. That's
so nice.
Almost like a cross between a leather and a cloth, or like a vinyl or something interesting.
Oh, so you need to buy a vacuum and a cloth.
Pretty much.
Wow. So this is a 1976 Ford F-250 Highboy. You know what, guys? I've actually been looking for a truck kind of like this, but a bit better on gas. Like, yeah, so if you have any recommendations if you're trying to sell your truck, hit me up. This is super cool. I love the paint color, and it's super high, which is, I love that. I love that. I love having to stretch up to get in the car. So good. They don't make them like this anymore.
Right here is a Dodge Super Bee from 1970, finished in a stunning House of Color black with custom red stripe accents. Quite the masterpiece, if I say so myself. A monstrous 440 cubic inch engine paired to a 4-speed manual transmission. Raw, unrelenting power that, of course, defined the muscle car era of the late 60s and early 70s. By the way, shout out to Mike Hall from Rust Valley Restores, a television show Rust Valley Restores. if I remember correctly, he actually owns a vehicle like this. At least he did. I think it was
It's
purple.
wide. It's really wide.
It's really wide.
So here is the 2025 GMC Yukon XL. It is clearly XL because this thing is like a tank. Okay, so it's not that tall, which I'm surprised at. Wow. Okay, this is really roomy. That screen. Holy crapola. Look how huge that is. POV me with all my pets going in the back. So let's take a look at this thing, shall we? Got this gorgeous screen here. It's very roomy, like I'm short, but whatever. It's got like a lot of storage space here and the cup holders that can close to make it more minimalistic.
This has got a honking screen if you take a look. It's
I
almost
already
like
said that, yeah.
yeah, it was almost like GMC
And
must
look
have
at
just
sunroof.
it's almost like GMC phoned up Elon Musk and was like, "Hey bro, you want to just let us borrow your touchscine real quick?"
Look how many rows we have back there, bro. That's like wild. You can fit like a whole family in here, which I guess is the point of the car. But anyways, how do you like it?
Automatic windows, which they have a really nice smooth, coming down really smooth.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's very graceful on this car, despite all the angular edges and all that. Kind of cool. This is the all-new 2025 Chevrolet Bright Drop, which is available in 2 cargo sizes. Basically, the all-purpose, all-electric walk-in van, which is currently being tested as a Purolator van, which is kind of interesting. A curator. Curator? Courier. That's the word I was looking for. Let's see what we got. 59% currently charged right now. It'll be ready by 11 o'clock p.m. on Monday, currently charging to 100%.
That's low-key slow.
That is quite slow. But you take a look in here, you have one seat with all your controls, including your parking brake on the left-hand side of your steering wheel. We got a really nice keypad here. And then, nice screen with your hazard lights and your climate controls all throughout here. And if you look back here, I imagine that they're going to be using these as, storage vehicles and maybe even food trucks at some point in the future. I have no idea. Do not quote me on that, Chevrolet. It's quite spacious back here. And I'm pretty tall. I'm 6 feet, and I can stand up perfectly fine back here.
Good.
And I would recommend if you're like 6'3", 6'4", you probably wouldn't have, even then, you wouldn't have as much difficulty standing up back
Here, jump off the back like a Sigma.
Jump off the back like a Sigma. Am I able to do this? Yes.
Slay.
Feast your eyes. We are currently looking at the 2025 Ford Bronco Badlands with a current MSRP of $89,650. The first thing you notice is the fact that these doors are actually pillarless. Don't be fooled by this. The first thing you notice, again, is the fact that this can completely open up. Hello.
Okay, this is a lot bigger than what I normally drive. I drive a 2013 Nissan Sentra, so I was like, oh, wow. But it's like really nice. I love it. Look. Oh. You know that one scene in Clueless where Cher and Dion are in the convertible Jeep?
Yes.
That's how I feel right now.
Exactly.
Totally. So, I mean, I'll never be as pretty as Cher or Alicia Silverstone, but whatever. That's how I feel.
As a matter of fact, Miriam's mother actually owned 2 of these Broncos. One of them from 1966, the first year they made them, and the other one from 1996, the final year they were made. And what's interesting is that getting out of here, I just discovered this. Of course, you have a little grab handle here that you can use to step down and out with no issue whatsoever.
This is a 2025 Nissan Sentra, and I forced Dayton to let me do this one because this is essentially the upgraded version of my personal car, which is 2013. So let's see if it actually made it better. We have leather, which is a big upgrade from my car. We have this nice screen here. Honestly, like, it's giving. It's absolutely giving. It's not like in-your-face screen, which I hate. It's not like, oh my God, I want to go on my iPad while driving. No, it's like a nice informative screen. Like mine kind of has a screen, but it's a lot smaller and it's not touchy. It has a nice screen here to show your speed and oh, hello. There's a start-stop button. Mine has one that's just up here. And mine also has the center console, but this one's a lot more streamlined. Same amount of space pretty much. This is definitely an upgrade in design choices. Sunroof, mine doesn't have that, probably because mine is just a lower quality model. But overall, good work, Nissan. One of the most notable things about my car is its trunk space, so matches its owner. So we are gonna take a look at this. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is just a little bit bigger than my car's trunk space. It's really nice though. Guys, we found a Red Bull car. It matches me so good. Okay, so this is a Nissan. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Nissan GTR, I think,
Yeah.
R35.
You know what? I'll tell you guys this. When I was little, I had this video game called CSR Racing 2, I think. Yeah. I was like obsessed with it, played it every second I was able to. And this is my favorite car that was in that game. And I was like vying for this car. And when I finally won it, I was so happy. But yeah, this is the real life version of my childhood here. So I love it.
This is the Ineos Grenadier.
It's giving war. Like, you know, wartime.
Exactly. These vehicles are for people who want the analog look, let's just say.
Look, though, not actual function.
Yeah. The first thing you find when you open the door is the analog centered console. You notice there's only one small screen up here. The rest are all buttons. You have your hazard lights here, your seat heating here on both sides. You have your climate zones here, which are controlled by dials. You have AC here, recirculation here. You have auto start stop for fuel economy purposes here. You have your audio controls here. You push into mute.
Dayton.
And you have your park assist down here. You have parking brake here, which is analog, not electronic. You have your you have your gear shift here and your four-wheel drive lever here. Up here you have your differential locks, both front and rear, as well as off-road mode for wading in the water and off-roading on the rocks. You've got ESC here, you've got downhill assistance, you've got your exterior...
Downhill assistance?
Yeah.
What, so you have to ride your brakes?
Exactly.
Oh,
Map lights here, you have your interior lights here. Only 2 cup holders, unfortunately, and unfortunately they are quite small, but such is the price you pay to drive the ultimate old school pickup truck. And before we go any further, this is Beau from Mission Raceway from Mission, British Columbia. And when he somehow found out that I was going to be here today, and he said, "Hey, stop by the booth." And so I figured, you know what, why not? So I came down here, and the first thing that grabbed my attention was this. This is one of the Pro Mod vehicles. Beau, can you provide a little bit of background about this one?
Yeah, so this is John DeYoung's Pro Mod. He's a racer from Abbotsford, British Columbia. He comes out to Mission 4, 5, 6 times a year and races with us. It does about a 577 quarter mile at 254 miles per hour. It makes about 4,000 horsepower, 3,000 foot-pounds of torque to these massive 37-inch wheels on the back, and it's one of the fastest machines in BC, if not in Canada. He races all across the Northwest, but is currently down in Phoenix racing his other Pro Mod, because he has 3 of these, and we're really lucky to have racers like this who are so grateful and so gracious as to give us their cars for promotional events like this.
Wonderful. And is this is this a custom vehicle, or is this based off of anything?
So it's based off a Chevrolet SS Camaro.
Yep.
It is essentially custom built. It's all carbon fiber and fiberglass. The engine is custom built by BAE Engines. The only part of it that's any kind of stock or normal is the chassis that is the roll cage, just because it's built to spec.
Wonderful. And how long have you guys been around?
We've been around since 1956. We've had some ups and downs through that, but we have no plans of going anywhere. We're going to be here for 3036.
Wonderful. So if you guys want to go check these guys out, please refer to the link provided in the description box below at Mission Raceway, searching on the mobile app. And thanks a lot, Beau. Thanks a lot for agreeing to do this, and thank you for coming here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot. So everyone, that was our experience at the 2025 Vancouver International Auto Show. And I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely looking forward to coming back next year. Be sure to stay tuned for further content. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please refer to the link provided in the description box below to our Instagram page to stay up to date for future content. And I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.